Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, let me take my log back to the fateful day of 18 February 2020 about the Deba statement. My Lord, are you aware who wrote the statement? About the statement that you were asked to read on behalf of your group. Are you aware who wrote it?
Well, I said it's a collective decision.
I'm only asking who wrote the statement, because since it was a group, whether you were aware who, obviously if even a group sits to discuss something, one writes it, whether you are aware of who wrote the statement.
Well, I don't think I have an answer to that. As I said, it's a collective decision.
My Lord, I know it was discussed by paramount chiefs and agreed to, but I'm just asking whether you are aware of the one who really wrote the statement.
Yes.
Let me move on.
Yeah.
My Lord, who handed the statement to you to be read?
Oh, I think it's going too far. Mr. Chairman, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why we should go back to this.
My Lord, if you know, say yes. If you don't know, say no. Please, let's move on.
I can't remember.
You can't remember, okay. My Lord, before moving to the Deba ground, did you read the statement to appreciate its content before going to the Deba ground?
Yes, I did.
Did you see anything wrong with a portion or the statement that you were going to read on the Deba ground? I didn't hear your answer.
It didn't occur to me.
Okay, well, you read it, but it didn't occur to you to pay attention to the details of the statement.
Yes.
Mano, could there have been any other paramount chief to read the statement other than you?
Yes, actually, the host, Paramount Chief Togbi Delume, should have read the statement, but unfortunately, he has not been well for some time now. He's my colleague at the Regional House of Chiefs. He's not even been attending meetings. He's not been well, and that was why I had to read it.
Mr. Chairman, I just want to read a statement. When this happened, that was published by Ghana Web on Saturday, 7th March 2020, being attributed to Mr. Kwaku Bako Jr. And he said, the heading reads, "Drop Justice Honyenugah from Supreme Court list." And the details, then some of the sections said, veteran journalist Kwaku Bako Jr. believes appeal court judge Justice Clemence Honyenugah injured his own integrity when he publicly endorsed President Akufo-Addo's for another term in office. According to Mr. Kwaku Bako, what the judge did is nothing short of unwarranted sycophancy. And if I were to advise the president, if I had the opportunity, I would say, sir, drop him. My Lord, do you agree with Mr. Kwaku Bako?
Well, Mr. Chairman,
I said 7th March 2020.
Every Ghanaian is entitled to his or her views. Everybody is entitled to his or her views. You have a right to express your opinion under the Constitution. Everybody has a right to express an opinion. So that is his opinion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, Justice, in your answer to an earlier question, you said you can read a statement for a group even if you don't agree to it. Is that correct? Is that what you said?
No, I said so.
My Lord, I know that the practice on the bench is for the opinion of other judges to be shared before the conference. By this statement, will you say by just reading someone's opinion, you just agree with them and then therefore may not go on to write your own judgment?
Well, these are two different scenarios. This is a chieftaincy occasion, and it was not a judicial matter at all. It was not a judicial cause or matter. These are two different scenarios.
My Lord, Mr. Chairman, in an earlier answer to a question, I heard, my Lord, you said you wanted to attract development, just as every other person does across the country. A lot of chiefs are doing it just to attract development. Did I hear you right? Is that what you really said?
Well, I said in our cultural setting, if a president visits your area, you want to attract him to have some developments for your area. I said so.
My Lord, even when you were aware that in your case you were a judge and there are rules governing what you do,
well, Mr. Chairman, I think that I have said that if any persons or group of persons think that they are affected by whatever statements that I read, that I was sorry. I thought that was the end of the matter. I don't think Mr. Chairman should continue to answer more questions on that.
Mr. Chairman, whereas my Lord might have said that, I agree with him, every human being could err. Being a judge doesn't make you a superhuman being, no. Except that the expectation of the public on you is extremely. The bar on you is high. Even the Constitution says so. We are looking at your CV and how you naturally come to cases and how you draw your conclusions. That is why we are going into this. So when you say you did that to attract development, even though you didn't answer the earlier one, doesn't mean that if, for any reason, something to help self-development, you may also do it without regards to rules?
Mr. Chairman, that is not what we meant. If you read the statement thoroughly, you will see that we talked about developments that we need as a district. It's all contained in the statement. You see, but some people are more concerned with the conclusion of the statement rather than the developmental areas where we ask for so many things, this and that, we want this, we want that, do this for us, do that for us. That one, nobody cares about that. But they are more concerned with the tail end of it. Yes, that is it. Yes.
Well, my Chairman, let's move to other areas. My Lord, earlier when you were giving when you were giving meaning to Article 276, where the Constitution talks about chiefs not participating in politics and what have you, I just want to find out, based on your experience as a paramount chief, what will you do? What will you say are some of the difficulties that chiefs who serve as judges face, and how you think these difficulties can be addressed?
Well, it's a big problem. I remember sometime in December 2016, a similar thing arose. A judge, a justice of the High Court, who is also a paramount chief, had this problem in December 2016. It is becoming a problem for us, those of us who are on the bench. And my suggestion is that we, those who are affected, I mean, those who are judges and chiefs at the same time, should do our best. We should do our best and avoid such situations from happening, so that it doesn't keep on rehashing. It comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. Yeah. This is what I can say.
Mr. Chairman, my lord, will you see them perhaps, just as maybe Article 276, debar chiefs from maybe active politics, maybe as a country, should we reconsider allowing chiefs to be part of the judiciary? And since, like yourself said, these are the ones that have come to the national attention. Maybe there may be many that didn't come to all of us attention, but within the locality and the community, it brews some tension and some misunderstandings. Will you say maybe we should try and ask, maybe amend our constitution and do same as we've done chiefs and politics? I know they are resisting it. They are trying to work their way back. Will you say we should do same with the judiciary?
But I believe, Mr. Chairman, respectfully, if you look at Article 276, Clause 2, you see, it says a chief can be, despite that, chiefs are debarred from active politics. It says a chief can be appointed to a public office for which he is qualified. Oh, I don't know whether I'm right. I don't have a constitution here. I don't know whether I'm right. A chief can be appointed to a public office for which he is qualified. So if a chief is qualified and he wants to be a judge, I don't know why he should not. Why he should not be. Yesterday, a friend of mine who is an MP, I was joking with him. Then he was telling me that, oh, why can't MPs also become chiefs? That MPs too should be chiefs and at the same time be MPs. But why should we, those in the judiciary, we are chiefs and then we are judges at the same time? So MPs too should be permitted to become chiefs, to be MPs at the same time. So we laughed it over yesterday, but it is difficult. I mean, this is a professional career matter. Yes, this is a professional career matter. The person is qualified. He's appointed. You see, it's a problem. Maybe I would suggest humbly that maybe the attention of the president of the National House of Chiefs maybe could be drawn so that maybe some capacity building or something could be done about it. I don't know how far that will be okay, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, I want to find out from the